Hi guys, it's me Tech Jake, and today we're talking about something that's a little different from your usual consumer gadgets, but still very cool in the tech space. If you've been following the 3D printing scene, you know it's evolved from being just a niche hobbyist tool to becoming a serious desktop manufacturing machine. And the YD-Sign 3D printer is one of those machines that tries to bridge the gap between professional reliability and desktop convenience. So let's break this down. This is the YD-Sign Professional Multi-Filament Desktop 3D Printer. At first glance, the design looks like what you'd expect from a modern high-end 3D printer: clean lines, solid frame, and a focus on usability. It's not just about having a printer that spits out filament, it's about the whole ecosystem around how you actually get consistent, reliable prints. And this machine seems to check a lot of those boxes. One of the biggest highlights here is the multi-filament system. A lot of consumer 3D printers are locked into just one spool at a time, but with this, you get a 3-spool holder, which means you can load multiple filaments at once. Why does that matter? Well, imagine you're working on a project that needs multiple colors or even different types of material. Instead of manually swapping filaments mid-print, this machine is designed to handle that more seamlessly. It opens the door for more creative designs, professional prototypes, and even functional parts with different material properties. Now, let's talk usability. One of the barriers to entry for 3D printing has always been setup and calibration. If you've ever owned a budget printer, you know the pain of bed leveling, clogged nozzles, and the constant tinkering just to get a decent print. This machine comes with an automatic leveling system, which is huge. It means less time fiddling with knobs and screws, and more time actually printing. Combine that with the touchscreen interface, and you've got a workflow that feels a lot more professional but still approachable. Speaking of the touchscreen, it's not just about looking modern, it actually makes navigation and control a lot easier. Instead of cryptic button presses or complicated software, you can handle a lot of the core functions directly from the printer itself. That's exactly what you'd expect from a machine that's marketed as professional but still designed for desktop use. Build quality is another area where this printer stands out. When you're printing larger projects or running multiple filaments, stability is key. You don't want vibration or wobble messing up layer consistency. The YD-Sign 3D printer is built to minimize those issues. And that's what separates a good printer from a frustrating one: consistency. You want the first print to look just as good as the 10th or the 50th. Now, let's talk about who this is actually for. If you're just dabbling in 3D printing for the first time and you're not sure if it's for you, this might be overkill. But if you're someone who's already past the entry-level stage, maybe you're a designer, an engineer, a small business owner, or even a maker who wants to push creativity further, then this machine makes a lot of sense. The multi-filament capability, the automatic leveling, the touchscreen, and the professional-grade build quality, all of those combine to give you a reliable tool that can handle more complex projects. And of course, one of the underrated things about printers like this is scalability. You're not just limited to small hobby projects, you can start producing prototypes, replacement parts, or even products for clients. That makes it more of an investment piece of gear than just a toy. At the end of the day, the YD-Sign 3D printer feels like one of those devices that takes the hassle out of 3D printing and focuses on letting you create. And that's exactly where this space is headed, away from machines that need constant babysitting towards machines that just work. So, if you've been on the lookout for a reliable, professional-grade, multi-filament 3D printer that still fits on your desktop, this is one worth checking out. Hi guys, it's me Tech Jake, and if you want to buy this YD-Sign 3D printer, professional multi-filament desktop machine with touchscreen control, automatic leveling system, 3-spool holder, then please visit the link provided in the description.